This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Corielli and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show. We are back. We're happy to be back. Bro, Sebastian Maniscalco on the other end. Saw the photos from the performance venue in Vegas. How the listeners want to know, I want to know, how did it feel to get back up there doing what you do?
First, before we even get into that, I gotta give my hats off to the Wynn Resort Hotel and Casino. If I was a hotel, that's the hotel I would be. All right?
Big statement. Wow.
Just, they know how to do it. I've been a Steve Wynn fan going back to his days at the Golden Nugget, and then, he started the Mirage to Bellagio to Wynn to Encore, so on and so forth. So a huge fan of his work and what he's done for Las Vegas. Basically the modern day Disney to Las Vegas, I'd compare him to. No, I mean, if you've ever even walked through his hotels, it's just it's original, it's creative, from the volcano to the dancing fountain to Win, just the way they do it. And I typically don't go into this, but I'm going to have to for sake of the cast.
All right.
They sent the private jet, the Win jet. Now, I typically don't talk.
I know you
don't talk jets.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, the jet matches the hotel. What I mean, could you imagine you're home and then getting into your car and your car looks like your house?
Oh my God! Are we talking kind of jet where they're like, we're gonna be stuck on the runway for an hour, and you're like, not a problem?
Type of jet where they said, listen, you're gonna have to spend the rest of the quarantine in here, and I say, okay.
Is there a bar on it?
I mean, there is alcohol on it. It's not like you get up and you go and sit at a bar, but it's just one of these planes where, it's big, but it is in line with the hotel. Like, everything is monogrammed. The room of the hotel looks like the jet.
Right.
It's just, they're synonymous. It just goes with the hotel.
But this is the ultimate to me. I don't have a bucket list, but if I did, this would be number one on it. To shower while flying. Was there a shower on the jet?
No shower on the jet that I am aware of. I didn't even go to the bathroom. The flight was 32 minutes, so it's not like I went to the bathroom to check it out. But I will check it out this weekend. I'm going back.
Oh, boom. I love it, man.
And this weekend, and let me get into the ins and outs of this whole thing. It was outside. 115 people, socially distanced. It was a gig for their high rollers and VIPs. I did 2 shows, one Friday night, one Saturday night. Being outside, you had to deal with helicopters on a Las Vegas tour, kept flying over, airplanes and whatnot. So you had that, the element that you typically wouldn't have at a comedy show. But I have to say, I'm glad I waited to do stand-up comedy and come back in this fashion, rather than go and do a drive-in movie theater or anything where there was cars. I'm glad I got back up on stage.
I got it. I'm laughing for a minute. This is how bad the pandemic is, bro. You're grateful there was only helicopters flying over the fucking head.
I could take helicopters and honking. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's great, though, man. By the way, the helicopters, that could work 2 ways. I mean, that could work totally against you, of course. You're in the middle of a great bit, you got a helicopter. But on the flip side, you're in the middle of a bit that's going nowhere. All of a sudden, you got one of those things coming overhead. You're like, bingo, improv time.
You don't think I use that as a prop?
Nice. I wouldn't be surprised if the guy in the helicopter was going, you guys fans like Sebastian, Maniscalco into the speaker. If you look down to your right, I think he's doing the Orangina bit as we speak. From what I understand, this is his first show back.
Yeah. Do you ever do an improv bit? Let's say you're doing a show and it's unique in the sense that it's outside maybe, or put it this way. I incorporated the helicopter into the second night show like it's the first time it happened. So you ever have something that's there at the venue, you notice it, and then you go, oh, I'll do this again tomorrow night. This is a good chunk.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to polish it overnight. Yeah.
Because I found out where the helicopters were coming from, because the first night I made reference to it. Just I did a joke where I said, yeah, this is part of my act. Every 10 minutes into my act, I told the wind to fly a helicopter over the show so I could regain my thoughts and give me some time to think.
I love it, man. I'm a little rusty. I told the wind, bring the chopper by every 10, 15 minutes. And if I give a thumbs up, no matter where it is, tell it to swing by. I'm struggling. That's great, dude.
I asked the second night, I go, what's going on with the helicopters? Because literally there's a helicopter every, I'd say, 37 seconds for 10 minutes, right?
Holy shit.
They all have to take off at once to do the tour. There's about 12 that take off at once to do the tour. So there's no obstruction with any flights that are coming in. So it's like helicopter, and they shut it down, and then the flights, right?
Wow. Yeah.
So they got this thing down to a science. By the way, I don't know about you. I don't do helicopter tours. Do you?
No, I've never been in a helicopter. I've always aspired to the first time be for a performance where they got to drop me in. But that window is closing. By the way, you're such a big star at this point. If that helicopter only came by once and it was around 40 minutes into the show, and one woman said to the husband, what do you think the helicopter is? The husband might go, I think this is his closer. And that's how he's leaving. Can you imagine? You do your last bit and the rope just comes down and you hop on and wave goodbye. Oh, that's great.
It's his ride.
Yeah. To the airport. Why land this thing and have me climb in just to climb back out 5 minutes later? Drop me right off at the jet, and that's it, man. I don't get back indoors till I'm on the jet.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. So you're going back to do more next week?
Yeah, Friday and Saturday, 2 more. But this time, I understand that it's going to be in the nightclub. And nightclub is half inside, half outside. So I'm really interested in seeing how this is going to work. I'm going to do actually an Instagram live at 6 o'clock Pacific on Saturday from the venue to give the fans a sneak peek of what this thing is going to look like, a social distance. What they're planning, I think, on doing is maybe having stand-up comedy in the nightclub. Okay. And I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I think these are kind of test runs. But anyway, it was great to get back up. I was extremely nervous going on stage just to see, how it was going to feel and how it was going to, if I was going to get my footing. I tell you, as soon as I hit the stage, like riding a bike, I got back up on the saddle. There were moments in the set where I forgot certain bits. And then I had to, I relate losing your act in stand-up comedy to a boxer kind of getting his just doing a little rope-a-dope on the ropes, just taking some shots.
I compare it to a boxer after his career is over and you're having a conversation with him, right? You're halfway through a bit and you're like, wait, how does this end? Where was I going with this? Rope a dope. I'm talking after the rope a dope guy, 20 years after the rope a dope.
No, I'm just trying to, like, you ever go into the audience and go, all right, let me do some crowd work, and then let me see if I can remember while they're talking the next bit. So that I did a lot of that in and out. I think the crowd work was better than the material, though. I did some. You ever feel like your crowd work is just better than anything that you got written?
Yeah, I know. I hate those moments when I'm having a great crowd moment. I mean, I've had some, where they just click so nice, and you're like, boy, are they going to be disappointed when I get back to the old act.
Do you ever get back into the act and feel the audience go, just there's a feeling where they're going, no, stay with the crowd work.
Oh, God. I think I've seen a few women look at their husband and mimic the writing. He wrote this part. This is the writing stuff again. Yeah, absolutely. God. But then, you ever doing crowd work? Back in the amateur days, I do this one. I'm doing crowd work, trying to think of a bit I want to do. And then when I think of the bit I want to do, I interrupt the guy who I'm doing crowd work with. Like, I'm like, where you from? And he goes, well, I moved here. I'm like, whatever, guy. So anyway, you ever go to a bank? Because now I got it. Instead of doing a smooth
transition.
Yeah. Now the guy right away realizes, oh, that was just a question for me while he was thinking of his act.
Oh, man.
Is there did you feel, because I look forward to going on. I'm going to Providence November 4, 5, and 6, the Comedy Connection, Providence. But, did you feel the crowd gave you a little leeway knowing that, hey, man, we're all a little rusty in whatever it is that we do?
Nah.
No, like...
No. There was like... it was make me laugh. I've been inside for 8 months. That's the feeling I was getting. First night was... First night was definitely worse. Second night was better. Second night was, I felt like I adjusted well to the environment. And then I got to tell you, though, it's just everything about the win. Aside from the performance, I mean, we golfed on Saturday, had a great time golfing. I took a lap around the casino just to see what gambling looks like in a pandemic. I'm sorry. They got partitions for blackjack. So it's like you go to Vegas, let's say you work in a cubby, right? Like a cubby. A cubby hole in at your work environment.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go to Vegas on vacation, and they put you back in a cubby playing blackjack.
It's just
there's two windows right next to you.
It looks like 4 bank tellers. Right? Just sitting there. Oh my God.
Oh, the only difference in the bank is this bank is taking all your money and not giving it back.
Oh shit, man. Oh God, you can't even look over at the guy next to you like, I'm dying tonight, I'm getting burned. He's looking at the glass like, what? I can't hear a thing you're saying over there, guy.
Yeah, it's like talking to the dealer is like talking to an inmate.
Anybody does these days, it's like it's like talking to an inmate, bro. You have to be dying to do the thing to do it during the pandemic, right? Yeah. Shit. Like golf. Did you guys have to mask up in the cart to drive to each hole and then take the mask off when you got up?
No, separate carts. Everybody had their own cart, which was nice. And golfing is probably... one of the activities you could do and do it as normal as you would if it wasn't pandemic. But, I can't wait to go back. It was nice just to get on the road and get into that rhythm, get into the hotel room, shower, it's just beautiful.
Just wandering around the lobby, killing time, right? Just all of it, bro. I miss being in a city, on a city sidewalk. Awesome, bro. I hope it all starts to turn for everybody, man. Come on, vaccine. I'll swig anything. What do you got?
Well, apparently Johnson & Johnson halted their vaccine trial because someone came down with an unexplained illness. Now, I'm thinking one guy goes down, they stop the whole trial?
I'm right there with you. I'm right there. By the way, do we have a history on this pussy? This is one of those guys that sprains his ankle every time you play beach volleyball. Oh, yeah, whatever. Keep it rolling. Put him to bed, zip him up, don't let him talk, and keep that shit rolling. God, bottom line, less people are going to die from this shit than are dying now. So just hit me up.
So here's my question. Have you ever met anyone in your life that's ever done a trial for a drug or anything? I have not met one person that said, "Oh yeah, no, I was on the AIDS HIV trial." No one I know has done this. Where are they getting these people?
I don't think anyone's going to belt that one out over coffee, bro. I can give a little bit better example of that. I never was part of that dieting program they tried with the sunflower. Yeah, I was part of the AIDS thing. Yeah. But I hear you. Sometimes I've been in my car in New York City back in the day, driving Jackie to work. I'd be driving back to the apartment in the Jeep, and I'd hear these ads for if you smoke weed, we're looking for people for the study. And I never would do it, but in my head, I'm like, oh, they love me. They'd send 6 people home going, we don't need any of you fucking guys. We're just going to study this dude.
This guy's got all the characteristics we're looking for.
Right. Absolutely. We might even do a side study with coffee with this guy, too. Oh, knock wood, he's still walking 10 years. Oh, shit.
A side study. I wonder if that's ever happened where some guy came in for a study for one thing and he's got another and they're like, holy shit, this is a whole different thing we never even thought.
Yeah. I'm going to send you to Dr. Stevens in 402. Follow the hallway, bang it right. God, he's going to love you. I hear you, bro. What do you think you would be the best thing if they were going to do a study about something? What do you think you would be the best candidate for them? Like, oh, I'm your guy then.
Oh, man.
The claustrophobia, possibly?
Nah, I'm going to have to say if they studied my sleep, I think that would be a good one for me to give back to the medical community. Really? Just based on the amount of times I'm up and down, I would like to know if they studied my sleep pattern. I think the data would suggest, I don't know how this guy's functioning during the day.
Just hearing you tell me sounds like you're moving around more than a guy waiting for a flight to land. I mean, what do you mean up and down? You mean peeing or literally just getting up and pacing and shit?
No, not getting up, just getting up out of sleep, just like waking up going, it's probably about 7. I look at the clock and it's 11:31,
Shit. Now, are you mad that it's not 7 because you want to get the fuck out of the bed? Like, what are we talking
no,
about?
I'm mad that I haven't. I'm mad that I haven't slept long enough to warrant getting up.
That's crazy. Most people would go, oh wow, I have 5 more hours, but you're mad because you got to lay there. It's weird, bro. You are a good study. What's the deal with that? Are you when you wake up? Are you thinking of stuff?
Yeah. I don't know. That's what I want to find out. Like, is it something I'm eating? Listen, I have this ring on, this Aura ring that monitors my sleep. Now, I noticed the last, 5 days I haven't drank any alcohol. So I'm noticing my sleep is a lot more sound and solid without me drinking prior to going to bed. I've known that. But I still get up. Like last night, I got up about 2:30. And I'm like, oh, man, come on. It's one of those things where it's like you don't want to, you wake up and you're like, all right, just go back. Just go back.
Right.
Go back. And then next thing you know, it could be a half hour. And I'm like, oh, come on. Now, the longer I stay up, the worse it is to go back to bed.
Damn it. Yeah, I hear you. It's tough to get back after a certain hour of being down.
I just want to go under and wake up and it's morning.
Right? Like a time travel.
That's it.
I don't care if I dream or nothing. I don't care. Just roll over, boom, up, refreshed. I'm with you. Yeah.
But I got to tell you, I think there's one thing in my mind when I'm at home. It's the kids, right? Because I'm so like subconsciously tuned in for a yell coming out of their room. And I think I've been conditioned when Serafina had her issues breathing. You know, it happened late at night. It was like 2:30, 3 o'clock where we had to go in and take her to the hospital because of her breathing. So subconsciously, I'm always waiting for that, like, cry or something coming out of their rooms to signify that there might be something wrong. So I think I go to bed with just that. But I gotta tell you, went to Vegas. It was not really too much getting up. It was pretty good. On the road, I sleep better than I do at home.
That's because subconsciously you know there's nothing I can do right now in this moment.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do until I get a phone call. What am I going to do? Hover over here and worry about a phone call? That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So that's that. What else? My father was here for 2 weeks. He had one of the best trips he's ever had, and I gotta pat myself on the back here. And wait till you and Jackie come because you'll get the type of service that you guys deserve.
Oh man, I gotta hear this. Your dad was? It was like being at a 4-star boutique hotel, right?
I'd say it was a 5-star luxury hotel. I mean, this was.
Oh, I thought 4 was the highest. 5.
No, five's the highest you could go. Wow. Couple of things that I did were because listen, my dad was here for 2 weeks. He lives in Chicago. I don't get to see him much. You know, he doesn't get to see the kids for their birthdays, holidays, or what have you. Yeah. So I figured the time he's here, I'll make it worth his while. One thing I did. I rented him a convertible so he could get in the car and go wherever he wants to go.
Wow.
Okay? Because he didn't rent the car. I don't even think he thought about it. But I know if you're staying at somebody's house for 2 weeks and you want to get the hell out, it's nice to just pop in and leave. Now, I told him when I gave him the car, I said, listen, take a ride to Santa Barbara. Take a ride to La Jolla. Take a ride to Laguna. And he did that. He did some day trips, just went out to lunch in all these different places. So that was number one.
Nice, man.
He appreciated that. Number 2, we did a pizza contest where I got all the ingredients for the pizza, the dough, the sauce, the cheese, the whole thing. Fired up the pizza oven outside, and we had a pizza making contest. So he made pizza with Serafina, right? That alone was worth it. I mean,
that's a great idea, bro. I'm loving that idea.
Right? It's just the simple things in life. Get some peasant food, throw it out, and I got to tell you, it was the best night I think we had, just making pizzas, sampling everybody's pizza. That was fantastic.
Oh, that's I love that idea. I'm stealing that. Kids love competition, man. They love a little game. Come on, Grandpa. By the way, does she call him Grandpa? Being Italian, is there
No.
Is that Italian for Grandpa?
That's Italian. But then she calls Grandma.
Yes.
Go ahead. What does Sadie call?
My grandfather in town here, he's Polish, so she calls him Busha and Jaja. That's Polish. This is the Italian thing. It's so much cooler. No.
Give me that again on the Polish.
Busha and Jaja. Jaja is for grandpa and Busha is for grandma. Busha and Jaja.
Listen, I got to be quite honest with you. Jaja, I'm into. Busha, we got to lose.
Oh, I call it Bushi. We're going to Bushi's today? Hey, we gotta lose. It's Polish, bro. Nothing in Polish sounds eloquent and sexy. Nothing. A fucking Polish sausage. They're like, what do you call this? They're like kibasi. That's the closest thing to cool they got, right?
I'm not too familiar. I'm not too familiar with the Polish
Well, they got
culture.
pierogies. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Let's be honest, and no disrespect to the Polish people out there, but you ever been to a Polish restaurant?
Honestly, bro, are there any? Like, how would that even be in business? Does anybody go to Saturday night, go, let's do Polish tonight, right? I could see you're at a place that has a kielbasa or something, and then everyone around you is like, you're going with the kielbasa. Not even. That's a football game, right? Have you been to a Polish restaurant?
No, which brings me to my next point. If someone asks you what kind of food you feel like tonight, give me the top 3 you go with. Other than Italian. Italian's it's just a given, right? Give me 3 that you could do.
That I could do? All right.
That's good. Yeah.
All right. I could do Chinese. Not in my town, but generally speaking, I could do Chinese. I can do seafood, which I prefer not to.
No. Seafood's not like Chinese is like a nationality, a culture. Give me another. Like
Mexican, definitely. Chinese, Mexican. Can't do Italian. I don't know what the French. What am I gonna have, a fucking hen? I don't even know. Well, what would be my third one? I don't even know. Yeah.
How about the sushi, Japanese?
Oh yeah. But sorry, man. I kind of equated that with the Chinese food, but that's on me.
It's two different
crocodiles, bro. Yeah, I hear you. 2 different things. Anyway, what do you got? You like French food?
I'm right up there with you. Mexican, I could do. I could do Japanese. I could do Chinese. I can do. This is not something I typically get, but Middle Eastern food. I could do like some tabbouleh. I could do some kebab.
Yeah, I can. Absolutely.
I never, Ethiopian I never go to. Polish I never go to. It's just some cultures don't have. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, it's just not.
Well, look, I like a little curry as I've gotten older. I've found I had a taste for that. But, it's kind of like, there used to be an Ethiopian restaurant in my neighborhood on the Upper East Side. Would I like to try a little Ethiopian dish? Absolutely. But to risk it, sit down Saturday night, make it the whole thing, I can't risk it. How many Saturday nights do you get, I mean, but if you handed me a side dish made by an Ethiopian guy, I would love to try it. And then maybe I'd go, but it's a big gamble, right?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you just go for the 3 or 4 that you're kind of used to, and then after that, like you said, you don't want to waste the night, but you could flip it over. What if you get an Ethiopian spread and you're like, what the fuck have we been doing for 50 years?
That's the thing. 100%, man, right? What if I'm sitting there going, oh my God, the curry mixed in with the lamb shank? Holy shit. I thought they were all eating sand over there. Who knew? This shit's fantastic. What about Greek food? Where do you stand on that?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Greek. I love Greek.
Oh, I get heartburn. I don't really like it. It's a lot of lamb.
Bro.
They love their lamb. You like lamb?
I love lamb. I love the salads. I love the fried zucchini. I love they make a nice squid, like octopus fried or grilled octopus. I got to tell you, it's outstanding. Just making sure that thing was recording. Yeah.
Where are we on time? I don't even know.
Oh, no, we're good. Yeah, no, man. It's
what Their
What else?
do you like their dessert, the baklava? Is that what they call it?
Baklava, yeah, I could go for some of that. I'm not into a lot of ethnic desserts. I'm not even into, and me and my friend Dom, we have this argument all the time. You ever meet somebody who's so biased to their food because they're that culture? For example, my friend Dom's Italian, and like everything Italian is fabulous, which it is. But when you get to the desserts, in my point of view, I typically don't like Italian pastries. Yeah, they got.
Neither do I.
I mean, really, they got the cannoli, the tiramisu. Okay, I'd rather go with American desserts like cheesecake, chocolate cake. Right?
100%, absolutely. A nice golden cake with some frosting. How about a cupcake with sprinkles? Yeah. I mean, are we bordering on white trash? Admittedly, absolutely. But I'm with you, especially at night. You're going to sit down with a cannoli halfway through a movie? What the fuck? It's just, you know what I mean? It's like, I have a bite of one after dinner with people, but if I'm going to snack at night, I'm with you. American desserts.
American desserts. You got to go chocolate. Here's the top 4: chocolate cake, cookies, apple pie, cheesecake, and you know what I had the other day? Banana cream pie. You ever get one of those going?
Kidding me, bro? They're unbelievable. Any kind of cream pie. Banana is, coconut's my favorite, but both of them. Cream pie. I feel like I've had like Jackie made a coconut cream pie recently. And me and Sadie had a piece. And it was so good that I said to Jackie and Sadie, I really said to Sadie, Jackie was doing the dishes, I said, if Mommy was going to visit like her friend in Rochester this weekend and I was home alone, I would stick my whole face in this. Right. And Sadie laughed. And Jackie's like, that's disgusting that you would even say that, you know, but that's how good a cream pie is. Don't you feel like you could eat the whole thing if there was no police in you?
Bro. I mean, I could eat a whole pie. Could you eat a whole pizza large?
A New York one, not one where I live. It's a little thick and not as delicious, but one out of New York City. Absolutely, man. With a couple of solid burps of soda halfway through to make more space. How about yourself, man?
That's what I'm saying. It's like when people go, how many pizzas should I get? Let's say if I'm over at somebody's house and you're ordering pizza, is it polite to go, I could have one whole pie? Like, just get one for me.
Well, it's insane. But you're basically saying, whatever you guys want to get, figure it out, and then add a pie to it. Slap on another pie in the whole order. Not that you would, but I'm right there with you. Even when people say that, you ever see when they're starting to figure out how much pizza to get? I'm like, what? Why are you trying to like cut it close? Like, if you have it where there's only one slice left, are you gonna go, yes? Look at this, you know?
I don't understand that. For me, if you're the host and you just count heads, right? We're getting pizza. All right, we're pizza. Okay, 10 people, and then you go, okay, everybody, 10 people, and get 8 pizzas, just in case.
Shit. Holy shit, bro. That's crazy, man. Now, like, when you're contemplating slices for men and women, do you contemplate like an extra slice on the man side than the woman? Like, if I'm looking at a man, I'm like 4 or 5. If I'm looking at a woman, I'm like 3 or 4.
I do that with kids, not necessarily adults. I'll go, we got 7 kids here and 10 adults, and I'll cut the kids in half, right? I just said we got 3 kids here. You know, it's
10 kids. 10, I hear you what you're saying. You call them adults, so you have 7 kids. You really have 3 more adults, so you get the 13 adults, right? I dig it. I can do the math right out of my head. Let me throw one out for you. You got 3 seconds, 5 seconds to tell me how many pies you'd get.
But again, we're talking like a large pie with how many slices? Like your average
traditional. Eight slices, traditional 8-slice pie. Large
Okay.
pie. All right.
Okay.
Let's say we're going, oh, Sebastian, let's get some pies. We got 5 kids and 7 adults.
7, 3, 5 pizzas.
Shit. I was thinking 3.
That's
5?
40. That's 40 slices, right? 40
5
slices.
pizzas. Yes, you're right. All right.
Okay. Now you got 7 adults?
7 adults.
Okay. So you say, let's say 7 adults on average. I'm going three slices an adult. No?
I was going to say 4, but all right, 3. You got 21 down. Now you got 19 slices left for how many kids? 5 kids.
5 kids. Each one's going to have a slice. We're at 26. Got 14 slices left. I got to think out of those 7, there's maybe 3 of them that will go in for 2 more slices. I don't listen. I could eat, and I'd rather play it safe than like you're saying, like cut it where we get down and like, oh, whoa. You know, this is what I don't want to do. This is what I don't want to do. I don't want to start. I should say this is what I want to do. I want to start moving pizza to other pizzas. You ever do that where you got like 2 more slices in the pepperoni, but you got maybe 4 slices of the cheese? I'll move the pepperoni over.
I like that.
Get rid of that box. I'll make maybe a 3. I'll make a pizza out of the rest of the pizzas.
Absolutely. I dig it. I do that too. I like that move, right? You know, make people flipping. You ever do that flip looking for a slice left in a box? Any of these? Who took the last slice? You took the last slice. Get the box out of here, man. I'm with you. Excuse me, I dropped something.
Oh God! What's going on at Fredonia? What do we got?
Big news. This tomorrow is my 20-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, congrats! That's unbelievable. 20 years.
20 awesome years with an awesome woman. Lucky guy, man. Now, want to bring up I want to ask you a question about this. So the other day, Saturday night, we're gonna fool around. I'll be honest. We're a little older in life, so we plan it sometimes. Like on Wednesday, I'll throw out. I'm thinking about we get it on Saturday night, and she goes, "All right, let's do it." You know. So I got. It's like a massage. I got something to look forward to, and I know when it's going down. We put the kid to bed, and it's going down right on the couch, right after the kid's down. So then we'll still hang out. And then, like, when I hear her coming down the stairs and she's going to the couch now, Jackie, right? Saturday night, I go into the kitchen. There's a big candy jar. I pop a couple candies, so the breath is nice. I'm a kisser. It's the Italian. I even get mentally prepared. Well, I don't want to get too graphic. But I come in and we got an L-shaped couch, and I go to, I get everything prepared. I got get it nice, ready. We lay down. I'm going to have some fun. Dog is in arm's length on the L-shaped couch, right? So I say to her, I go, "What's with the dog? Let me get the dog out of here." And she goes, "It's just laying there. It's sleeping. Don't even whatever with the dog." All right. Now, I, don't want to make waves. I want to have a good time. So I just got down to it and had a nice time. What's your take on, fooling around with an animal at arm's length?
I've never had an animal around during that time. I can't speak to that. Did it screw up your performance and or concentration?
It didn't, but afterwards I felt like, I felt a little weird about it, I felt like it was like not something that a dog should be a part of, but
were you aware during the experience that the dog was in the room, and did you make eye contact or at any point go, "Hey, fucking dog"? did it click in your head? No.
No, because I plan it. Like I said, I knew this was happening since Wednesday. It's like a performance for me, bro. I am ready to go. I am zoned in, and I make the. We don't do spontaneity, Like I've joked around with Jackie in the past. Go, want to do it? And she's like, "What are you fucking? Is that a joke? Of course not. Nothing is prepared. I'm not ready for that shit." Ever see that in movies? A guy just goes behind the woman. She's in the kitchen washing. She's washing dishes, and you got the nerve to go up and try and do her? And then she turns the water off and grabs the back of his neck and turns her. What? Yeah, right. Come on. What is this, a fucking Disney movie? Where the shit does that happen? Right? I don't know. Are people living that life?
No, I mean, it's just like those. I don't know. I think you might have done that when you were without kids or early on in the relationship. But I mean, 20 years in, there's no bending over the stove.
No, especially not, with them. Then I'm going to do the dishes. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. When I get the dishes done, bro. So Sadie, I wanted to tell you, is playing soccer now. And man, she's like getting good, and I'm really into these games. And she's playing against boys now. And my town doesn't have soccer because of the pandemic, so we go 20 minutes away to this other town, and she's really getting into it. Bro, I got so into it the other day. I thought that I just had to tell you, so it was so funny. There's a kid on the other team, and he's wearing a blue bandana, light blue one, like a Karate Kid kind of tied one. And like pretty quickly, he comes down, goes around a few kids, and blasts it in. You could tell, all right, this is a kid that's going to be playing soccer his whole life. He probably plays in his backyard. He's real good, right? So he's jogging back, and his buddy on the team goes to Sadie, how many guys do you have? And she's like, well, 2 people aren't here. We're 1 short. And the bandana kid goes to his friend, I already got 1 goal. How many? More to come, or something like that. And they high five. Now, I don't like this kid, right? Game's going on. At one point, I call Sadie over. I go, you're bigger than him. He comes with you, knock him on his ass. Don't be afraid of him. He's good, Dad. I go, yeah, but you can just give him a little bump. Let him know what's... And I'm getting so intense with this kid. I'm eyeballing him even when the ball's not here. But all of a sudden, there's a stoppage in play, and the kid looks over about 20 feet to my right, and he yells, just like this, he goes, hi, Mommy! 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 And his mother's walking over, and he just waves to her. And, bro, I had to start laughing. I'm like ready to go out there. And I forgot he's 7 years old. He's yelling, hi, Mommy. I'm like, holy shit. He's not even saying mom. He's still so young. He's adding the Y. And I'm ready to bury him. I gotta tone it down, man.
Now, did Sadie follow instruction? Did she give him a little hip check or a slide tackle? I mean, what was the?
She scored a couple, but not on him. But on another girl knocked it down. She got a little mad, but she's really good with the ball. But then when these boys, they all crowd up, she kind of gets a little tepid sometimes. But she's by far the best girl. So
I mean, is this kid a prodigy? Soccer, piano? I mean, what's going on with the piano now that she's taking lessons from Mozart over there? What's the?
Oh, I'm not even kidding with the piano. She's at the point now that if you were in a hotel lobby sipping an apple martini, and she's got about 5 numbers in the background that you would think it was a 45-year-old man playing the keys. I'm telling you. Just she's. But when the new lady came along, though, the first piano teacher was great for Sadie because it was nice older lady, very nice. But now there's a new lady, this Chinese woman who plays like, bro, I watch her. It's unbelievable how good she is. Her fingers are like, it's mesmerizing. But she's showing Sadie, like she'll stop in the middle of a song and go, elbows up, fingers up, they're dancing. They should be like, because Sadie wants to put them down like Billy Joel's big fat fingers that are barely hanging on. But no, you got to be up here. Technique. It's really fascinating. Anyway, you got to roll. What time are we at?
How do you jump out of that? How do you jump out of that story so quickly? Talking about dancing fingers and a Chinese lady. No,
well, I know time. You got.
I got time.
All right. don't know where we're at. I have no clock
No,
in
I
front of
see.
me.
You know, you mentioned this whole thing with this competitive sports and getting into all this stuff, but I don't know how I'm gonna do when other kids are playing against my kids, and there is that kid, because I despised that kid when I was playing sports. There was a kid I remember on Wheeling. It was the Wheeling traveling team. We were 10 years old, and they had a guy named Hoon Chung, right?
Yeah.
Now, this guy had to be 19. Right? Have you ever played organized sports where they brought in a couple ringers? You know, like
Right. But you want to see some birth certificates. Let's start showing birth certificates. Absolutely. Think about it though. This molded your character. All these years later, you remember the guy's name? What is it? Hoon Chang? Hoon Chang.
Hoon Chung.
Hoon Chung.
Hoon Chung. The guy had a mustache at 10. I swear to God.
That's it. Yeah, dude, you ever do that? You play basketball, and like, you see him lift this up? He's got hair under his armpit. Holy shit, he probably drove here.
Oh, yeah. It was two Chinese kids. One played center forward. The other one played defense. And I tell you, they were 19 and 18 years old, muscles in their legs. I mean, people are scared. You know, like, you ever get that guy, like, he's coming at you, and you're like, this could be the end of my life if this guy hits me.
Right. Why am I doing this? My mother dropped me off. It's a Wednesday. I got homework after this shit. I don't need this shit. Right? But it's all character. I mean, I've been the scrub. I played baseball. I sucked. You were at least a star when you played soccer. Did you ever play other sport that you weren't good at? Like, you were on the team, but you were on the bench?
Basketball. I was freshman B team.
Yeah. I can't even picture you playing hoops, man.
Oh, bro. Freshman B bench. Came off the bench on the B team. And I thought
Holy shit. I came off the bench on the B team. Whoa.
So my sport was soccer.
Yeah.
But I like basketball recreationally, and I'm like, I'd like to get on the basketball team. But I was a guy that brought the soccer look into basketball. So a lot of the soccer guys had long hair, right? That was just like a staple of, if you played soccer, you had long hair. So a lot of the basketball players, they're, clean cut, just everything was tight and neat. And I come in with this full mane off the bench, right? You ever see a player like playing a sport that right away you go, oh, if it's basketball you're playing, and the guy comes in, you're like, he's a wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is he doing?
Absolutely. You could tell the other sport that they excel at. With soccer players, I'd always know when they were playing basketball because they never stop running. And I'm like, what the fuck's with this guy running? Someone goes, soccer player. That's it. Just running, never getting tired. Oh, God. So I can't even imagine your form shooting a basketball.
When you come out, I'll show you. I got to tell you, I wasn't as bad as you think I might have been. I could understand why you think I wasn't good, but I got to tell you, underneath the rim, I used to be, and I'm gonna again. They called me the White Rodman.
What? So you were a rebounding machine, I guess, then, huh?
I don't know if I was just hitting people in the eyes with my hair and they couldn't see or what, but I was ripping them off the board, bro.
Oh, God, that's hilarious, man. I tell you, though, I am really getting into the soccer, and I don't know much about it, so I'm like, for example, with the dribbling, I'm telling her, listen, you got to kick it in front of you and go around these guys. You're faster than them. And so I wanted to show some highlights Tell me if you think my choice was right. I went straight to on YouTube, Diego Maradona. No games.
Oh wow, you went old school. I would go Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. Show her them. Those are the two top players in the world. Show the Diego Maradona. We're talking late 80s.
Oh, I felt like he was the best player of all time. I know the other two guys, but I liked his game better. And then she goes, "What happened to him?" And I literally go, "Well, and I ended up telling her he retired, but I almost told her the whole Coke thing, and then I forgot she's 7. Had a little bit of a Coke problem. Sniffed his way right out of the game. But boy, can he play. Then he sniffed his way out of coaching, I think, too. But so you're telling me Lionel Messi is better than in the prime Diego Maradona, you think?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that's where we're at with this. This is like LeBron, Michael Jordan.
I think this Ronaldo and him are neck and neck, but I think Messi, from what I understand, and I don't know the game that well right now, but I think Messi is better. I got a bolt. This has been fantastic.
Always.
Thanks for everybody at the Pete and Sebastian show for listening. We are back next week. I have a special announcement coming up. It thinks it's something Pete already knows, but we'll see next week.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Big announcement. Good hang, and we'll see you next week, bro.
All right. Later, man.